Hi guys, I think my score is visible for you, to see for all. Today I have learned basically how to link a two variables using a primary key and a foreign key, and after connecting the two tables, how to retrieve data from a main table and modifying the data. So I have some doubts. So we going to today we're going to solve all the questions or doubts I have, and we also learn some SQL concepts and how to use and how to apply it. And let me dive into it, and I will work. Let me dive into it and let's start. And here we want to see what is group by and order by and these kind of things. So I will start a minute. I will start in a minute. Please wait. Da, 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 da. Okay, I am why I'm doing these things, learning SQL and solving the code problem means for attending an interview and joining in a companies for that only. Then I will introduce. I given a self introduction myself. I will skip my college name and where I'm located. But then I will tell what a project and the internship I have done. Okay, hi, I'm Lokesh and I am a final year student in a college which is located in Chennai, where I am strongly passionate about artificial intelligence, generative AI, and NLP. I have an intermediate level of knowledge in Python and hands-on experience work with modern AI technologies such as LangChain, FIOS, and vector database, RAG, transformers, NLP pipelines, and large language model, along with Python. I am also familiar with other languages like HTML, CSS, and Java basics. I regularly use tools like GitHub for storing and analyzing my code, and I mainly use for Visual Studio Code for my development workflow. And let me talk about my projects. It is one of my key strengths. I am building and solving a real world problems. I also developed impactful projects such as retrieval augment generation system for a document QA that enables a semantic document search with a context hour of LLM response. The key technologies I have used includes LangChain for building AI applications and connecting my LLM to a real world application. This is my main component I have used, and I use FIOS for my vector database, and I also used embedding models like all mini LLM from sentence transformer and generative model for reasoning from Hugging Face. And I also developed my another project. It is my top second project. It is an AI based both voice and a text browser automation system. I mainly used here a model context protocol. It basically what will done means it will given a very extra context or access to the LLM, like outside of internet, accessing a website or articles, whatever in the internet. We can connect using an MCP protocol to the LLM. So the context LLM getting is more efficient and accurate. For that only I used a model context protocol for that for my project. And at the same time I created a real time voice assistant that interact with the human in a real time. It is integrated with the model context. No, it is integrated with the Gemini flash models. So we can chat, we can interact with the voice command. It can also interact with the voice as an output, give us an output as a voice. So it will be fun. In this all project, I mainly focus on scalability, effective performance, and synchronized programming. It is my project part. Let me talk about my internship. I have completed a 3 month internship at Google HL Tech, where I worked in a professional and structured environment, where I gained exposure to the industry level best aspects under a mentorship. In that internship, I worked as a mentor for Python programming language. A 3 month of During 3 months of internship, I mentored 50 plus students in Python programming language, and I also worked in one ML project. In that ML project, I generated a report about the data they are given. I given a key insight like stacks, like medium, floors, missing value, how to remove or how to update a missing values. These kind of things I give as a report to my team. In that internship, I learned how really the program language we want to use, and how to create a logic for a problem, and if any scenario is occurred like critical scenario means how to tackle it. I also learned to be disciplined and responsible to my work. This is my internship part, and I consider myself as a quick learner and adaptable team player, and I strongly interested to continuously updating my skills in a daily basis. And my if you talk about my long term goal, I want to develop an intelligent system that can solve a real world problem and giving a meaningful value to the AI ecosystem. And thank you for the opportunity to introduce giving a opportunity to introduce myself. Okay, this is my introduction. Guys, let's jump into our SQL classes. What is it? Today we are going to see SQL classes. Classes means it is a keyword that to use to filter the data from the table. Like I want data in a sorted order, or I want data from this range to this range to this range, and I want the maximum I want this column to be grouped by the another column. So these kind of things can be done by the classes, where the where we mainly use a var class before grouping. I will tell what is grouping. First, I will explain var class. If I have on a table, inside the table I have inserted a data also. In that data, I want the India country who are all lived in India. So there is a command called select. Select means I want to select which one I want. So select star means all the data. It means all the data to be searched. I want to search all the data from which table you want. So I want to give a table name here. I have given here customers, where who are the customers are come from India. So where a country is a column inside the table. I accessing the column and telling I want the India people who are come to my shop as a customer. So it will retrieve me as a data like the table data first user ID, customer name, customer phone number, or customer country. It's mainly retrieve the customer country who are lived in India. I think you know now what how where works and why we use where. To filtering a row before in grouping, it will filter the entire row. It not only filter the exact column, it will filter the entire row, which column, which data we want. If I tell only a country India, the customer who all come from India country, it will retrieve the entire data who all come from the India to my shop with a customer name, ID, phone number, full. Why means I given a select star there. For that only retrieving the entire data who are the customer come from India. Now next we go into group by. Group by means I retrieve the rows from by the columns. What means I have tell the customers who have come from India to my shop, I retrieve the data, the customers from the India. Then I will only want the data like customer name, customer country, and their phone number. For this kind of scenario, I will use group where select a customer. Uh, where means I am telling an example. I use a select. I want a country table and a count star means how many of a car. Let me take our example itself. I will write here down. Here the group column is there. Select customer customer name, country, and phone number from customer name where a country equal to Mexico. Group by country. Country why means we are mainly focusing on a Mexico country. No, for that only I have tell that like you have telling a my name is mixed match. Customer name. Now it will retrieve the data who are all a customer from the Mexico with the data of customer name, country, and phone number group by within a country. Okay, now you understand, I think so, how it works. Having means here I am giving a having. Having means we can only use the having when we are using a group. Without using a group, we cannot use having. Having like in a where class it is used for group. If I tell India country, India country, in that I want to give one condition. Who are like the customer who are come more than 2 times from the Mexico to my shop as a customer, retrieve the data. That time I cannot give on a where class. I cannot give that condition in the where class. Why means I am extracting and grouping the column by country by using grouping. So I want to give a condition by using having. Having can count a customer names who are all come greater than 2 times and ordered by customer in a descending order means it will given a most customer received my shop from Mexico. Most number of time who the customer received from the Mexico. I will come into order by. It's like now I think I understand how the grouping and having works. Let me perform and see how it works in a ranking row window. I have seen all this integrated with Python. Python install MySQL connector, my import MySQL connector, MySQL connector connected. Host name root so database of DB. Font that cursor is by this only we can use all the by write the query. Select customer country from where a country is called to Germany. Cursor close means it will close. Upon that a connection will be closed. With the Python we can automate insert and update it. Read data into pandas data frame. Build a dashboard and ML pipelines also also a classes datetime and string function concatenate upper a substring trim numeric round seal floor mode subqueries like single multi correlated ranking window rank by an order over using a over function and Python MySQL connector intuitive class as a control a query flow where group having order. A function helps to clean and calculate data. Subqueries like window function are powerful for analysis. Python interpreter automation plus data. Let me see an example for classes. I already used the classes for an example, I think so. But we created another example for that. Let me keep this all as save host data. Save. Host data later. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I can associate with an ordered customer name product. Hey, 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 hey. Machambere, Madurai, Nini Pare, Sorry guys, I want to go to for an important call. I will come in a few minutes, like few hours. Let me see you tomorrow or today. Goodbye. Lokesh is signing off.